this was around when I was leaving school, I would have 100% come to this. Just think it's going to open so many doors and so many opportunities for young people. Yeah, I just wish it every success.
Okay, so the footwear industry now has been evident in the Rossendale Valley for over 100 years, and it's obviously lost its way in the last 20 to 30 years. All the manufacturing skills have gone to Far East and gone to subcontinent, etc. The view of the Academy now is to resurrect in some way at least the very basic skills of footwear manufacturing and give young people an insight and understanding of what, you know, their fathers, mothers, grandfathers may have done in the 60s, 70s, 80s and 90s before the Exodus. So I think it's very interesting and very important that these kids can come in and learn some skills and just understand what it's all about and have some history of it. And hopefully this resurrection will stand them all in good stead, and we'll go on to maybe, you know, in the future, who knows, we could create some new young entrepreneurs who could bring, with some technology and some help, could bring some manufacturing back to the UK.
I'm Ugo from Italy, PDG, and very happy to be here for Lava and Denise, because it's a very important step for the community and for help people to introduce a new path of the life. We are very happy to support you, and I wish you all the best to you and Denise.
Yeah, so it's really great to see educational opportunities up here in the north of England, in leathercraft basically. So people like me from the footwear side of things to provide a classroom space where you can meet young designers and people from universities and things like that, and pass on some knowledge, especially in Rossendale. This valley is rich in history of leather footwear. So it's great to be part of this celebration today, and I hope that it goes forwards and it's a great success.
Slightly upwards of 40 years. We were at college together, and Denise won the gold medal. Of everyone at college for our year on the course, Denise won the gold medal. She absolutely deserves this. She hasn't changed a bit, in the sense that the work she does is absolutely second to none. It's perfect, and I wish her every success in the future.
Today at the DENI-DENI Academy and the opening of this great place. It's going to be a fantastic place for young people to come along, do the skills that are needed for industry, to give opportunities to young people who may not get this opportunity pre-16, to actually come and do things and make things with their hands, to get a career in the industry, to be taught with the best, at the best, and to get an accredited qualification to hopefully get them a future job.
Set up the academy because they don't teach what they used to teach back in, when was I at school, in the 70s. So you used to have a needlework department, woodwork department, metalwork, and they don't do that anymore now. So it was becoming more and more apparent that when we had young people coming through the doors, they just didn't have any kind of skill set really. So it was about fulfilling a need in respect of general education and inspiring young people from an early age that they would understand how it feels to make something. That then may mean that they join our team, or they've got enough skill set and enough confidence then to maybe possibly have a career path that they wouldn't have considered had they not met us. And then the other side of the coin is to offer professional training maybe to existing creatives that want to upskill or refine their skills, and then to do just experience classes for Betty and Joan that want to come on a Saturday afternoon.
I think it's really wonderful that to be encouraging young people to be actually making something, as opposed to doing, well, perhaps whatever else it might be, a service industry. There's something really meaningful about the process. Well, you'll know this yourself, won't you? Actually, using your hands and creating something and seeing the results of what you've done and being able to feel it. And I know there was in one of the speeches there was talk about leather and feeling the leather, and it's a bit like gardening where you put your hands in the soil. It's quite life enhancing, I think, in a way. So I think it's wonderful that you're doing all this to encourage people, young people, to do that.
Delighted to have supported this. We love DENI-DENI. We've loved working with Denise on other projects, and we know that hand skills like leatherworking, shoemaking, accessory making, saddle making, they're good for the economy. Yes, they are small, but they are much needed. They're good for the community because they bring real skills right into the centre, and they're good for the individual. You know, you might not be brilliant at school, but when you pick up some tools and you pick up leather, you find your niche and you find your strength. That's why we're so happy to have supported this, because you're making that a reality for people here. So thank you.
So I'm talking to Richard Brown from Abbey, England, who supplies all over the UK and indeed internationally the materials that places like DENI-DENI and myself at the Walsall Leather Skills Centre need to keep us going, and for our students who are going to be the next generation of your customers, hopefully, when they graduate and when they become fully fledged leather workers. So yeah, so we're here to celebrate DENI-DENI today, because without places like this, well, I guess I wouldn't exist, you wouldn't exist. Yeah?
And I need you both to create the opportunity for these young people to go on and create further leather businesses.
Yeah.
As we've lost too much manufacturing,
that's what
and these opportunities are hard to come by. So thank you to Denise, thank you to Patrick, and let's hope that together we can create more manufacturing in this lovely
Well, that's
country.
what it's about, isn't it? It's about bringing manufacturing back to the UK. Sorry.